Hello, I'm Grady Johnson. I'm the group publisher of SCBIZ News. And here in South Carolina, in the upstate, we are GSA Business Report. In the Midlands, we are the Columbia Regional Business Report. And down here in Charleston, we're the Charleston Regional Business Journal. And this is Coffee With, and it's Coffee with First National Bank. And I'd like to welcome Elizabeth Burwell. She's the Senior Vice President, Commercial Banking Team Leader, and Sean Holleran, Vice President and Branch Manager. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So, just to start out with you a little bit, Elizabeth, tell me where'd you grow up?
I grew up here in Charleston.
Oh, did you? Okay, Charleston girl.
Born and raised, yeah, on Johns Island.
All right, and then USC, I think I read.
You did. I'm a Gamecock fan.
Yeah.
As challenging as that can be.
Right. Well, it's good times and bad times, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But the Moore School is an excellent place, and I'm involved with them still today. So, born and raised on Johns Island, and Ashley Hall, then Bishop England when it was still on Calhoun Street, and then on to the University of South Carolina. And then back home.
And Johns Island is no longer the country, is it?
It is not. Yeah. It is not. We laugh. When I was growing up, there were 3 drawbridges and only one way into town.
Tomato fields and all that.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean, how about you? Where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in horse racing country. I grew up in Kentucky and went to college there. Actually, though, I've spent most of my career in Savannah, Georgia, until 3 years ago I married someone from Charleston, which forced me here.
Yeah, you poor thing. Yeah.
I said I've had 3 great cities of Louisville, Kentucky, Savannah, Georgia, and now Charleston.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
The University of Louisville.
Got it. So, yeah, our publisher in the upstate is the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big rivalry. At
yeah,
home.
big. I was about to say. Yeah. Good thing you're not talking with him this morning.
There you go.
So, just a little bit about your backgrounds, Elizabeth. I think you've been in banking like 17 years or something. I believe. Or so.
I have. The
take us on that journey.
I started just graduated from Carolina and went to work with Merrill Lynch right out. I mean, literally 3 days after walking across the stage. So in the financial industry the whole time, and was with them for 3 years and did the Series 766 insurance licenses. And things were changing a lot in the 2003 timeframe. So at the time, Wachovia made me a really great opportunity, or gave me a great opportunity to join their team on the credit side, and I did that, and really just enjoyed working with the clients and the credit piece and the puzzle and putting it together and watching them grow. So I did retail, worked in the retail bank for a couple years, and then moved to commercial banking, and been there the last 16 or so years, and moved into leadership about 2014.
Wow. And Sean, how did you get into business?
Well, I have been in banking also, it feels like my entire life. It's been 13 years, mostly all in the retail bank.
Okay.
I started while I was in college, doing everything you would think of seeing as you walk into a branch, opening new accounts and processing transactions, and worked my way up from a banker to an assistant branch manager to a branch manager. Then I actually stepped out of being client-facing for a while and worked back office with private wealth and trust clients. Really loved the clientele and really learned the knowledge about that type of client during that experience. But I learned about myself. I like being client-facing. I like seeing folks every day. So actually moved on to having an opportunity where I was managing multiple branches at once. But when First National moved here to Charleston, it was really exciting to be a part of their really grassroots growth effort in this market, and to see us enter a market where we didn't buy a bank, where we weren't consolidating, we were truly building it from the ground up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's helpful to find what you don't like almost more than what you do, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah. So I absolutely hate the accounting side of our business. So whenever I get to do something else, I'm just so thankful to be able to do the stuff I like.
They let you play outside of the accounting realm.
So you opened the first branch here on Meeting Street, 317 Meeting, and then second branch recently in Mount Pleasant at 429 Coleman, right?
Yes. Yep.
So as a new bank in the area, what's the experience so far? How's that been? I know you guys are experienced bankers, but this is kind of new, right? New. How's that been going?
You want me to go first?
Let's go, Sean. You're customer facing. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say it's been a unique time to open a new office with thinking of all of the challenges that 2020 has brought to everyone. But it's also been a really exciting time. I think we have had some really great success, even achieving goals past what the bank had expected. But it's a time where I'm probably having more meaningful conversations with my clients than I've ever had before. And when the bankers are working with them, we're finding real solutions to issues that they're facing right now. It's not something where we're saying this might happen, be prepared. At this point, we're actually having these conversations where we're saying, how can we better your life tomorrow?
Yeah. And how about on the commercial side?
I would echo those sentiments. I think that while we, as the branch network, is new to the area, F&B's had a presence here in Charleston and in South Carolina for several years. Both in the lending side and in the upstate and some retail banking there. But we've been graciously received by the business community. I think that the beautiful thing that F&B brings to this market is a true regional bank, in essence. We have the ability to bring all of the meaningful tools that a business owner needs to make their banking effective and efficient, but we're able to be nimble, and we're able to customize, and we're able to deliver in that very personal approach. And that was really what brought me to F&B, was the ability to meet the client's need in a way that was effective and efficient. And I too love people.
Yeah.
Banking is where I've developed my area of expertise, but I really like people. And that's our job, is to make sure that we can deliver to them the product that helps them be successful and financially stable. So.
And it's been fun to have something new to open, right?
So
That's got to be fun.
To build it.
Yeah, it's got to be
We've
fun.
had a lot of fun building it, and we've had great support out of Pittsburgh. I think they were really thought through the way they came to market and didn't transfer leadership down from the Northeast. They really came to market and said, take our umbrella and build what will work in your community. And we've given us the ability to do that, and it's been really well received.
And it's also good to be able to say FNB instead of First National Bank. So you just kind of snap that out really quickly.
That's right.
It's a mouthful.
Well, and uniquely, we have differentiated ourselves from our competitors here locally with really sort of a two-tier entry, because we come into the market with really industry-leading technology. When someone comes into our branches, they experience a very interactive system where they can see exactly what products and services they could benefit from in our Solution Center. When they visit us online, they see that we have amazing capacity to not only open products online, but to help them really have a consultative experience and know what they're walking away with and what's going to benefit them. But paired with that great technology that you would expect from a much larger bank, we also have these very personalized relationships that clients still value. That when they call me, they're calling an 843 number. They know even if they email me on the weekend, they're getting a response. And I think it's that two-tiered approach to serving clients that not only is there fantastic technology, you've got a real relationship with your banker.
That's an interesting point. Go down this little rabbit hole for just a second, but when someone walks into one of the branches, you were saying they were able to see it. What technology are you displaying? Is it on monitors, or how does that happen?
It's a really unique experience, especially if you're walking in expecting to see a traditional bank. We have iPads where you can go in and actually see what online banking is going to look like. You can see what using our mobile app will look like, and it has some really great tutorials to show you in real time what you'll be seeing when you start using our services. But the most advanced piece of technology we have is our Solution Center. And it really is a very interactive experience between the banker, the client, and this technology, the Solution Center, to really identify any needs that you might have, as I spoke to, both for current needs that you're addressing right now, but also to start planning for the future and maybe not make pitfalls that you'd made in the past when you were doing some financial planning. But the Solution Center is something that we showcase in each of our branches, and you get to see a digital version of it when you visit our website.
Very interesting. Of course, you can't have any conversations now without talking about the pandemic. So I wish it were otherwise, but it just, it's consuming all of us on our personal lives and our business lives, and so it's been a big impact on businesses here, and so talk a little bit about how F&B has responded to that, both kind of institutionally across the whole footprint, and then kind of drill it down for us here in the Low Country.
I think obviously it is a challenging time for all of us individually and businesses alike. I feel so fortunate that we were able to be in market and get up and running last year so that we could serve needs of the community.
Yeah, imagine launching this, this month. It'd be terrible.
True, and I would say that in general, the bank has been extremely supportive of their employees and their staff. A lot of flexibility to protect everyone and their family, but with a continued keen focus on the experience of the client that depend on us, right? Specific to Charleston, Charleston's our home too. We're committed to supporting the community. I think as evidenced by our, swift and effective adoption of the SBA's PPP loans and our ability to meet the needs of the clients here in Charleston and get it done quickly so that we could help them stay afloat, keep their doors open.
On the branch level, talk a little bit about that.
Definitely. I think you'll see a very changed branch environment when you walk in. We've got hand sanitizer dispensers out for clients to use. You'll see a plexiglass barrier between each teller station, a plexiglass barrier in each banker's office, just to reiterate the steps that we've taken for safety. But I think even past that, you can look at the impact that we've had in the community. We've done a lot to really reach out to our first responders, to look at exactly what families are going through and make sure they have access to food and needed supplies, things that you're not necessarily thinking of your banker doing. But the bank made a really big commitment to set aside $1 million to assist with pandemic relief and to put that right into those communities that we're in that were impacted by the pandemic. And I'm incredibly proud of our team's response to everything that we've been exposed to this year because things change very quickly from day to day and what you see in the headlines. And I feel like our bankers have been a constant to really provide some normalcy to our clients, and that if there's a day that's incredibly stressful, you don't always think of being the banker who's the person you turn to, but we're seeing that clients are coming to us and sharing things that they really are struggling with. And I think that it's been our duty to ensure a sense of being connected and a real sense of stability with all those that we serve.
Wouldn't you have loved to have invested in plexiglass?
Or Zoom.
Or Zoom.
That's right.
Or Zoom. So just to kind of close us out here, what advice would you guys offer to our local businesses as we kind of project ourselves forward here, for the next, say, quarter in the coming year? What's sort of top of mind for you guys? Sean, I'll start with you.
Sure. I think not only, as I've spoken to, that bankers need to be proactive and reaching out to their client, but it's a great time that maybe if you're banking with someone and you don't have a designated partner who's helping you with financial issues, get to know your banker. And that really both affects businesses and personal clients, because sometimes when you're not prepared for these unexpected situations, which, as we've addressed 2020, seems like we just keep seeing more and more. It's a great time to develop those closer ties to people who can help you be prepared. And I think the stronger the relationship, the better the potential is that you're going to come out ahead when all of this is over. Because if anything, I want my clients to feel like they're not distracted from their goals, that they were already in a place where they were prepared to face this. And hopefully as a region, as a nation, we'll all come out much better prepared to face uncertain times. And we're always happy to help from the financial angle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth, from your chair, what do you?
I would reiterate that, a relationship, a real open and transparent relationship with your banker and your banking institution is key right? Because business owners are going to need to continue to be flexible. We don't know what 2021 brings. Adaptable. So you want to be talking around your coffee, around your water cooler, around your coffee station, around your conference table about what it could look like and how you might be prepared to, adapt to it. Mm-hmm. And I think that, we've all got to be endure and be patient and have a long-term strategic plan in place that you can execute to persevere over, the unknown that could be the next couple of years. And I would reiterate Sean's sentiments. I think what's most important to me as a banker and as a leader for this team is that we are there for our clients in a way that is unique, that they can call us after hours on the weekends, and that they can call us with, questions that might not be specific to their banking, but, that we could provide value in the greater conversation around, running their business over the next 18 to 24 months, that we could be a good partner.
Well, I think it's crucial to have those relationships, especially this time of year now. Everybody in fourth quarter, we're all starting to plan for the coming year, and it's a nail biter of a time for sure. So, but I really appreciate you guys coming in and having some coffee, and I'd like to thank Elizabeth Royal and Sean Holleran for coming in from First National Bank and join us again for another episode of Coffee With.
Thank you, Grady.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.